What is going on, traders, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm glad to have you. Now on this channel, I go over key levels and catalysts that I'm focusing on, along with a watch list of stock tickers that I may trade. In this video, I'll be going over my watch list for the trading week of November 6th, 2023. Let's get to it. Alright, first up, the catalyst. After the Fed announced no interest rate change, the market ran up quite nicely, creating some opportunities for us to make some money. So congrats to those of you who were able to take advantage of that. Now, after a hectic few days last week, this week looks pretty tame. The only news I see is that Fed officials are scheduled to speak every day this week except Friday, including Jerome Powell at the IMF on Thursday at 2 p.m. Let's take a look at this week's earnings calendar. As you can see, we have a lot of small caps that were popular in 2020 reporting this week, and for the most part, I don't plan on trading them, but I will be watching Celsius, Realty Income, Roblox, Unity Software, and Disney. Let's get started with the watch list. First up is the S&P 500 ETF, ticker symbol SPY, and here I have it pulled up on the weekly time frame. Now looking at this chart, I want to point out that move between Wednesday and Friday pushed the SPY's price action right back up within this uptrend that started in October of last year. Now with the SPY sitting around 434.50, in order for me to consider it bullish, it has to stay above 432.50. If it does, then the first level I'm looking for at the test is going to be around $443, and I'll close this weekly imbalance right here. All right. Now on the bearish side, if SPY cannot hold $432.50, then I'm looking for it to drop down to around $421. So keep these levels on your watch list, and let's see what happens. Alright, so the first stock we're going to look at today is Walt Disney Company, ticker symbol DIS, and here I have it pulled up on the weekly time frame. Now the company reports earnings after the market closes on Wednesday, and right now the stock is sitting around $85. Now we've been watching Disney for a couple of months, and we've been watching this very strong support level around $79, and it's held it recently pretty well. Now, like I said, with the stock sitting around $85, in order for me to consider it bullish, it has to stay above this $79. If it does, then the first level I'm looking for at the test is going to be around $90. Now, if you look left here, you can see this $90 level. It's also been a very strong support for the stock, so it could act as a strong resistance also. But if it could break above $90 over time, the next level up is going to be around $102.50. Now, on the bearish side, if Disney cannot hold $79, then the first level I'm looking for at the test is going to be around $67.50. So keep these levels on your watch list, and let's see what happens. Up next is Unity Software, ticker symbol U, and here I have it pulled up on the weekly time frame. Now the company reports earnings after the market closes on Thursday, and right now the stock is sitting around $27.50. Now since their last earnings report, Unity has been involved in a little bit of drama, and it's dealing with their new monetization strategy that's scheduled to go into effect as of January 2024. Now, as a result of this controversy, their CEO was forced to resign or retire from his position. Now, this all happened last month on October 10th. Now, coming back to the chart here, even with his resignation, it didn't stop this stock from selling off. Now, they got a nice little bump last week along with the rest of the market after the FOMC decision. Now, you can see where it bounced at was around $25, and if you look left, it's been holding around that level already. So in order for me to consider this one bullish, it has to stay above $25.25. And if it does, then the first level I'm looking for at the test is going to be around $32. So if it gets above that, the highest amount of price action is going to be around $36.50. Now on the bearish side, if it can't hold $25, then I wouldn't be surprised if this stock drops 20% down to around $20. So keep these levels on your watch list, and let's see what happens. Up next is Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, and here I have it zoomed in on the 4-hour time frame. Now last week when we were looking at this one, we said on the bullish scenario, if it got above 206, that it was going to run up to 220. Well, it did get to 220 and got as high as 227 before pulling back and closing around 220 once again. So in order for me to consider it bullish, Tesla has to stay above $220. If it does, then I'm looking for it to run up to around 235. Now on the bearish side, if Tesla cannot hold 220, then I'm looking for it to drop right back down to around $206. So keep these levels on your watch list, and let's see what happens. All right, and the last one we're going to look at today is Advanced Micro Devices, ticker symbol AMD, and here I have it zoomed in on the 4-hour time frame. Now, last week AMD had a fantastic run after its earnings. It went from $92 all the way up to $112. Now, with the stock sitting at $112, in order for me to consider it bullish, it has to stay above 110. If it does, then the first level I'm looking for at the test is going to be around 116. If it gets above that, then the next level is going to be around $122. Now on the bearish side, if AMD cannot hold 110, then I'm looking for it to drop down to around 106. If it can't hold 106, all the way down to around $100. So keep these levels on your watch list and let's see what happens. And that is the end of the video. If you find value in the videos that I publish, smash that like button and please consider subscribing to the channel. Also, if you're looking to get started with investing, check out the pinned comment in this video for a link to Webull, where you can get up to 12 free stocks for signing up and depositing just 1 penny. Now here's wishing you a prosperous week of trading, and until next week, talk to you later.